Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday and an edition of Ken versus 10. I'm Ken, SSK Promo, Mr. Bill, the seasonal Santa. And so last week on the show, I took on the Grinch, Cajun Reseller. There he is. And we're going to find out. What's that?
I finally have a nickname other than just Cajun Reseller. You've got 20 of them, so.
The Grinch. Now you'll have to wear that outfit on all of your lives and all of your weekly report videos, your weekly recap videos.
Oh, that's way too much effort.
So we're gonna find out in this show who won last week's Ken versus 10. It was a heated battle all week. A little bit of back and forth, but we'll see who pulled away. And it was fun, Chris. Battling you once again. And let's see, we got Len 5280 finds Santa versus the Grinch sounds like a new Christmas movie. Hey, Chris, maybe we should start filming. How are you today, Len? How's things there in Colorado area?
Probably cold.
Yeah, I would imagine. It's been cold here. What's your weather down there?
We got into the 40s last night, so it's cold enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just below 40 right now. It's supposed to be a halfway decent day today. With the weather, once I get done with Ken versus 10 here, got a lot of stuff to do. Still got a couple of outside Christmas lights to put up. They've been up since like Thanksgiving, but I put some out back on like the shed and stuff so that we can enjoy them from like the back window and stuff. And that's always cool. And Paul, the flippin' sports guy, I feel like Santa gets spiteful. Chris should expect Cole after this big W. Well, we don't know yet, Paul, who the big W goes to. If you've been following along on IG, you probably know. And there's my dear sweet mother. Good morning, Ken and Chris. May the best man win. And my mom and pop are right next door watching the show. Actually, in the 60s today, the change is coming. Why, yes, hello, panel and chat. Sneaking in to say hi and light up that thumbs up. Our good friend Patrick Murphy is here. Good morning, Patrick. How are you today, my friend? So we're going to get started here. Oh, we're going to play a fun game too. Stick around. We're going to play a fun game. We're going to test Chris's Christmas movie knowledge. And we're going to play a game called Who's That Santa? And so we'll explain that a little bit more later today. See if Chris can guess him. We'll put him on the spot there. What? 83 here yesterday. Sue, is that AZ Cats? Is that Arizona Cats?
Must be.
I assume.
Arizona or Florida. Those are the two states that are probably going to have that temperature at this time of year.
Yeah, that's man. I need to move to Arizona. Hang out with Sue and enjoy some of that nice weather this time of year. Yes, it is. And there is Joe. I'd flip that. Check out the game show tonight. The reseller showdown. I think that's what it's called. The game show showdown. And I believe I saw, if you are following along with that, I think it starts early tonight, like 6:30. I don't know if that's AM or PM. Joe, throw a link in there if you want to the show. The storage stacker and something. Oh man, but they made some cool videos about it. They made some cool like little claymation Lego figure videos about it, and I've seen some pirate videos that they did. But always fun to watch the reseller game show. So check that out starting early tonight. And so Chris,
Yep.
should we just tell them who won, or
That's up to you. It's your show.
Oh, that's right. It is my show. I'm going to do what I want. Oh, hey, also, a little bit later in the show, there we go. There's a link to the Reseller Showdown game show tonight. Click on that link, get notified, and watch that. It's always a fun time. I always enjoy watching. Get to learn some new resellers. I don't really know the two folks that are on there tonight, but I always enjoy watching the folks that I don't know to get to know them a little bit. And regardless, it's always fun. Sue says that she won't be visiting Minnesota until spring. Yeah, definitely have to wait for a little warmer weather. Yeah, there we go. Storage Auction Pirate and the Storage Stalker, 6:30 p.m. tonight. And my mother wants to know, hey, Chris, if you bleached your hair and beard white like Ken's, you could be Santa instead of the Grinch. But you're a cute Grinch. My mother seems to be smitten with you. She is smitten with.
I'm not as dedicated as Ken.
Storage Auction. Maybe I said something different than storage. Maybe I said the Storage Action Pirates. Storage Auction Pirates. Storage Stalker. Check that out.
You got a lot of videos. The pirate guy does.
Yeah, I've seen them come up. I just haven't followed them. Oh, did I get ready? I was getting ready to say, I don't know if sometimes our good friend Meg, the lilac seller, is hanging out in the background, and we'll see if she pops in there because I have some lottery tickets. You know, we're going to try to parlay her generous gift to me that I opened up last week on the show and see if we can't get some extra Christmas cash there. Maybe we'll use that if we get a good windfall. Maybe we'll do it to buy some prizes to give away on Ken versus 10. I'm going to do a Christmas show coming up. I'm not sure. Maybe that week of Christmas or right before. I'm not sure. I got a lot of things coming up. It might even be next week. We'll see. Got a lot going on next week. Going to be with the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcasts. I'm going to visit their show and hang out. I think there's something coming up with the Disgruntled Octopus is doing a little bit of thing. We got the holiday live tour show for the Reseller Clickbait Podcast is next week. It's just going to be a busy week all the way around. Richard, hello everyone. Hey Ken and Chris, good to see you.
What's up, Richard?
Richard,
it's your busy season.
Draw flips. I'm sorry.
It's your busy season right now.
Oh, it is. Yes, and then I got another Santa gig next week. Or is it the following week? I don't know. I gotta check my Santa. You know, and then making all the toys and getting ready for the big trip. I gotta do that.
You don't make any toys.
Oh yeah. I don't. I guess make any of the toys, but you know, someone's got to supervise these knucklehead elves that are in there. So Chris, Ken versus 10. For those of you who might just be watching the first time, each week I take on my death pile, 10 items at a time, and see how many of those items I can sell before the next week's show. And every now and then I have a guest on the show. And last week it was Chris the Grinch, Cajun Reseller, or Cajun the Grinch Reseller. There it is. I see your name right below there. It was a rematch, the big rematch, because the first time that I had challenged him back several months ago, we ended in a tie. We both sold the same amount of items. So this time we brought some good firepower to the challenge. I guess that's what I'm saying.
We both sold more than we did the previous time.
Yes, we did. It was a good week. It was a good week of sales altogether. We were talking a little bit. I'm going to say hi to, check needs to be bigger for Santa to remember the event. That's right. Exactly. Mikey Bags of Money is here. Hello, Chris and Ken. I bet it's warm in Vegas today as well. Good to see you, Mikey. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Something about I don't either. Yeah, we brought the big guns. We brought some better items. We had more sales. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. Chris and I were talking earlier in the week. It's like my phone was cha-chinging quite a bit this week. The sales were really good, and it was kind of funny how every time it would cha-ching, I would look down at it and then like be disappointed in a sale when it wasn't one of the Ken versus 10 challenge items, and.
Yep.
But I did sell some, so we will spill the beans, as they say right now. There is Jill. Hi, Chris. Oh,
Yep, Jill.
and Kenta. No love, no love. Even from home base, Chris. Even from my own home territory, my mother is smitten with you, talking about how cute you are as the Grinch. And here's Jill. She got, look at that, Chris. 4 hearts. Hi, Chris. 4 hearts. Oh, and Ken too.
Yeah, well, she only hangs out with me once a year, so she has to put up with you the whole year.
Yeah, well, this is true. Was there a wager put on the rematch? There was no wager other than the winner, if Chris were so fortunate as to best me, he would win the prize package, which, here's Aaron as well. Hi, all. Cleaning McDonald's Happy Meal toys today and just listening. She'll be listening. Happy Meal toys. Some of those can be worth money. A lot of them are not so much, but depending on which ones you get and which...
or if you get enough of them.
Enough of them, yeah, and a lot. Or sometimes if they're still sealed and maybe they was from a popular movie or they're really older vintage ones can be really good.
Or I found them in a storage unit before, so I just put a huge lot together and sell them for $70 or $80, and they do sell.
Yeah,
not for much, but they do sell.
I just sold some McDonald's Beanie Babies in a lot here recently. You know, not only were they Beanie Babies and McDonald's toys, that's like the double death right there. But they were they sold pretty decent. I got them for, I forget even where I picked them up. I don't even think I paid for them.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this week's Ken versus 10. Chris, do you want to tell them who won this week's challenge?
All right. Well, Ken sold 5 items, which is really good.
I did. Half my death pile.
I sold 7 items.
Chris got me. He bested me this week. We're going to show some of those items, some really good sales, some fun sales all week. And Chris, no wager, but you will be picking up the official Ken vs. 10 prize package, which includes the Ken vs. 10 special gold star winner trophy right there. I got to fix the front of that. But you get the official, the OG headshot right there. The original, which
you can go with my other trophy.
What is it? I can't. Oh, here, let me pop that bigger. What is it?
I don't think you're able to see it either way.
Okay. Chris Robertson, Cajun Reseller, King of Plush, Friend for Life. That's gonna be better than this rinky dink thing. You're not getting the Friend for Life status on
Jesse
winning
Shops.
10 versus 10. Jesse Shops.
Yep.
Yes. Boom, Jill says Chris won. Ken, you were supposed to pay for stuff when you picked them up. I know. I forget where I got. But you're also getting the OG, the original headshot. You've got some stickers, SSK promo sticker, the Reseller Clickbait podcast, the Ken versus 10 right there.
You got that many stickers?
The sticker, yeah, I got the at least 3 for right now. I need to get a Santa head sticker, man. I need to start figuring this stuff out, capitalizing on these things, and props to the red green screen fade to match each of you. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that.
You're
Santa's going to pull up. That's true, but I just like to hand them out to people and give them away, and we'll see some special Christmassy sort of stuff here. Santa's going to pull out that whip this weekend. The elves let him down. How's someone other than Santa have more in demand items? I know. I would think I should have put the whole sleigh up against you, Chris. But this right here. This is also part of the prize package.
The cool plush.
And it's got the Mr. Bill. Oh no, because I lost the challenge this week. And Chris, I know the prize that you're waiting for. And the whole prize. Do you know what it is?
Money?
No. The Kraft macaroni and cheese right there. So
well, that's
stickers
gold right there, right?
It is the stickers, the trophy, the headshot, the OG headshot. Man, the trophy, everything. So congratulations, Chris. We're gonna run. I think I already saw that plush listed in Cajun store. Yeah. He's going to list the Mr. Bill plush as soon as he gets it. Haha, money. Chris just wants the cash. I got a quarter here. I got a quarter right here that I'm going to use to scratch off these tickets after bet. But let's show a couple of these sales. I think, did I have the first sale? I had the first sale, right? Or did you?
I think so. I think it probably happened around the same time, but I didn't post mine. Mine happened like overnight, the first night, and I didn't post it until the next day. But I think you posted yours early in the morning. I posted mine right after or something.
So we're going to run through a couple of these, and they may not be in order, so we'll just see. But I sold this item right here, the Bath & Body Works Fizz All the Way Champagne Toast, sold for $65, and that sold that same day that we listed. Yeah, that was my first sale out. And Chris, which one was yours? Do you remember at all?
I think it was the Pokemon Game Boy game. Mystery Dungeon or whatever that thing is.
Wasn't it the Spider-Man?
I think that was the second.
Okay. Well, I don't know where that's at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Is it this one?
That was the Wii Sports.
No. Oh, wait. It might be this one. There we go. Yeah. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for $29.99 was Chris's first sale out.
Most of mine sold for full price. Actually, I don't think I took many offers, so I was surprised that most of them sold for full price offers or full price.
I took a couple of offers, and Jill said, "Yeah, if anyone can sell that plush, Chris can. He's got a trophy, King of Plush, right there." I think my second sale out was another good one. Was this Fitbit Versa? You see the price crossed out there. It actually sold for $65. I took a best offer on that one at $65. And so that was a good sale. So I was off, and that sold like within 24 hours. It was like the next morning that I sold that one.
Yeah,
and so I was up
with Spider-Man.
Go ahead. Was the Spider-Man video game right there, the Nintendo GameCube. $36.75. Oh, I do need to tell. I should retract some of the prizes from Chris, because I was giving him grief because, you know, he sold 7 items, 7 out of 10. Not only did you beat your death pile, which I figure 6 is beating your death pile more than half, and you beat me, you bested me by 2, but Chris had to use like multiple platforms. He had to use like all these different platforms just to sell 2 more items than what I did. You know, eBay exclusive. So Chris, what platforms, so that was what? eBay or?
Most of them were eBay.
Okay. And then you had the other one was an eBay then. Let's see. Another item that I sold next out was this Goofy Hallmark ornament. That sold for full price at $54.99. That was a good
sold for.
Yes, I know. And my mother says here, it was fun all week getting the update on who was selling the most. Congrats, Chris. And there is Glenn the Swamp Picker. Hey, all Glenn? Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Does he live exactly right next door to you or just in your area?
Probably 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh, that's cool. So then you started to pull away from
Yep.
me.
I think I got
So
like 2 or 3 after
what
that.
was your next item? So we were at 2-2 right there at that point.
My next one is probably
And
that
then,
tractor, Frank the Tractor. I'm not positive though.
there we go. Mattel, Disney, Pixar, $65, 64.75.
Yep.
For the tank, Frank the Combine Tractor from Cars. So that was cool. And then you had another one. What was the
Yeah,
next one?
I don't know. Just pull up one.
Okay.
I don't
I
remember the
think it
order at
was
this point. That was
probably,
Poshmark.
this is a Poshmark sale. So now he's 2 platforms on me right
But he
here.
also sold on Mercari and eBay. So technically, he also
Yeah.
sold on eBay in the given time frame. He sold on eBay. So I did sell him on eBay as well.
And this one went for 67, and you sent me a comp that had sold for like $70 or whatever on eBay or
eBay
something
was
like
70 plus shipping. Mercari was like 74. So I put it at 70. My value is 74, and then I put it on Poshmark for less because Poshmark's including shipping. So I put it at 67 on Posh, and I put it on eBay for 70 plus $4 shipping. So it's just various platforms. I do it different ways, but I have like 12 of those guys, so I was able to sell it on each of the different platforms.
So that's what did you pay for that originally?
$10 at Walmart.
So $10, and you bought a bunch of them, obviously, dozen
I bought
or
every
so.
single one. Every single one I saw, I bought.
That's cool.
This is the companion to it, the Hippo.
Okay.
He sells for $180 on Amazon.
$180?
But yeah, consistent.
How many of those do you have?
Probably about the same amount, 10 to 12.
That's crazy. And those were $10 a piece as well?
Yep.
Man.
Retail arbitrage. The reason they go for so much is they have the Walmart exclusive sticker or Walmart exclusive. So you can only get them at Walmart.
Okay.
So Amazon can't ditch the price to $10 because Amazon can't get them.
Gotcha. Well, that is cool. And then you had another sale after that to go ahead. So now you're up 3-2, right? Or are we at 4-2?
I think we're at 4-2.
4-2. And then we'll just pull one up here. The Mr. Christmas Santa's Marching Band, $70 for that.
I wanted to keep that one.
Yeah, those are really cool. My brother was getting his set up right now. He has one that's similar. His has little mice in it rather than the soldiers, and that's really cool. So now it's 5-2.
And I think you sell something.
Yeah, I sold something. I think we're back up here. I'll just pull one of these up. The Nintendo DS Kirby.
Your first
sold
video game.
For, yes, the first of the 3, and I'm surprised the other ones didn't sell already as well, but maybe something will sell before the end of this challenge, and I'll catch up on it. It won't do me any good. But that was $50 for that. No, it wouldn't. Well, I guess it would. If I sold 2 items or 3 during this show, I'm going to count them because, Chris, I'm always going to, and then we'll say you technically won because the show started. So, me and my technical victories.
Well, you make the rules, so you can just say, "Oh, I won because I sold my item. I sold my item first, so I win because of that."
Amanda is here. Good morning, Amanda. The Fireball Flippers.
What's up, Amanda?
Good to see you, my friend. Then let me see. Did I do this one yet? You sold the Talk Boy.
Yeah, the parts only Talk Boy for $90. I wasn't confident that was going to sell, but it did. For $90 too, for not working is pretty good.
That's crazy. Well, I think the fact that it's partially working, I think you had that in your description too.
And it went to Texas, so it didn't go very far away. It went to Texas.
Has Roman woken from his COVID slumber yet? I don't know. I haven't heard anything from Roman. I know that Jill touched base with him yesterday or the day before to see how he was doing. But haven't seen a lot of activity from Roman. COVID will kick your butt sometimes. So now you're up 6-4.
3. I think 6-3. Did you do? think you've only done
Let
3
me
so far. It doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter, but
No, I've done 4 so far. So you were up 6-4, and then your last item. Well, this here was the Wii Sports. I guess that sold a little earlier on.
yeah. Well, it sold on
So
December 4th. Whatever day December 4th was, it sold that day.
yeah, today's the 7th. So that was 1825 for that sale. So Chris has 7. It was 7-4, and then last night, Jill and I were out. I got a cha-ching, or I got a best offer on this Gooseberry Patch Red Swivel Plug Nightlight. I got an offer for $10 on this. I had it at $14.99, and I took the offer. I had nothing in that. That's an item that Jill had picked up someplace and had given to me for resale, and so I had no cost in it. So it's like, sure, I'll take the $10. And more importantly than the $10, it's like, oh, hey, I could catch up. It's going to be 5 to 7 if I could get lucky overnight, sell a couple more, and tie him.
Yeah,
but I did not.
I wound up not taking the offer on these guys.
Did you? You didn't?
I didn't take it. No.
Okay, so Chris sent me this last night. He has these. Show those again real quick. He had listed these. The Clone Trooper Lego minifigures.
Yep.
And how much do you have those listed for?
Like 125.
Okay, wait a minute now. Hold on. You had them listed for 125. Didn't you send me that they offered you 123.75?
Well, no, it was listed at 123.75. I just rounded up.
Oh, okay. What was your offer then?
The offer was 100.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought that the offer was at 123, and I thought you had them listed around 30, and that's why I said, take it, man. I'd take that offer.
I would have taken that offer, but they sold for over 105 for a lot of 4, and that's a lot of 5.
Yeah.
So I'll wait. And if I needed it, I would have accepted the offer. If you'd gotten closer, I would have accepted the offer.
Oh, if I He's playing me. So yeah, he didn't. Jill said that you didn't need to take the offer. He already knew that he was kicking my butt. So where you stand with that, Chris? Now, I know that your goal, Chris truly is the Grinch. He ran his mouth all week about how he was beating me and how he was whooping me. And it was just, no mercy. He seems like such a mild-mannered, good going guy. Man, behind the scenes. Chris,
I got to play the part.
So he, wait, where was I going with that? I'm lost, Chris. Oh, but you had told me early on your goal for the week was not only to beat your death pile, it was also to beat me, but you also wanted to sell more than anyone else that I had challenged on Ken versus 10 versus so far. And you currently or previously, the high total of sales against me was with Grams and Pops Vintage, Corey and Teresa over at Grams and Pops. They had sold 5. That was the record. And man, they whooped me. I only sold 1 that week against them. So you won. You now have the highest total of a challenger at 7. And now I was talking with Corey, Corey and I do the Reseller Clickbait podcast. And he's like, man, that's just unacceptable. He said, I'm going to have to challenge Chris now. And so I'm thinking maybe, after we get through the holidays here in the first of the year, I might have to moderate a challenge on Ken versus 10, or maybe we'll do a 3-way.
I'll say, why don't you just be a part of it?
Well, I can as well. It's but Corey versus Chris in the challenge. Glenn says, question, Ken, I know where he lives. You want me to go over there? Yeah, I do. Head over there and take care of this for me, Glenn. I appreciate it. Uh, so you have the highest challenger total. Now, had you taken that offer, my best personal record, or the Ken versus 10 record, is 8 items. I sold 8 items in 1 week's time. And I think that was an episode where I had a lot of video games. It was either all the video, it must have been, because it's been quite a while ago that I did 8 items. And so you are one below the all-time show challenge, and but you are the best challenge, and well, not the biggest margin, because you were only 2 behind. But so right now I've been bested by Chris, by Corey and Teresa over at Grams and Pops, and by Dan in Demand. Dan in Demand also beat me in the challenge. The only other person right now that I've taken on is the aforementioned Roman, the anytime picker. And that was my only victory. It's my show. I should win more.
You've won the one where you sold 8. You beat your death pile.
That's true. I have beat my death pile a few times. A lot of times, here recently or right before fourth quarter, I was just doing horrible. But even though, we talked about our sales were really good, but they weren't the 10 versus 10 items. I put up some decent stuff. I sent out offers on things this week that were come up as watchers. Here's a public service announcement. Hey, buyers, quit watching stuff. Just buy it. What are you watching? What are you waiting for?
A price drop. That's what they're waiting for.
Yeah, I know.
I was surprised this one didn't sell. The action figure.
Yes. It'll sell today.
Yeah, of course. Well, they probably won't. I looked back at it yesterday to see why it wasn't selling, and someone had listed it for $130 plus shipping. Whenever it's consistently selling for $180 plus shipping, someone decides to undercut it by $60. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you cost yourself $60? Well, this is just stupid.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your buy cost, what you got it at. No
one's going to spend more than $20 on that thing, probably. That's what it was retail. But I'm going to wait that out because it sells for $180.
Jill's one of these buyers I was talking about. Yep, we're waiting for the price drop. You all have taught me well. So Jill watches all this content from the buyer's perspective, learns all our inside secrets about what we do with offers and everything. And so that's cool. So Chris, congratulations, my friend. I will be getting out your trophy, your Mr. Bill official plot. You got the headshot, all of the stickers right there, 10 versus 10 and stuff, and liquid gold, baby. The Kraft macaroni and cheese. Hey, it has no artificial flavors, preservatives, or dyes in it, Chris. This stuff is great. It's the cheesiest. I've heard that someplace. It's the cheesiest. Listen to this. Our warm, cheesy macaroni fills your belly and feeds your soul. So it's almost a spiritual. It's almost like a spiritual experience. It's pure comfort inside and out. So go ahead, Chris. Help yourself. That's what it says right on. Well, it doesn't say Chris. It wasn't that specific. It says just go ahead and help yourself. So that's just silliness. Hey, I'm going to scratch these lottery tickets right here. So Meg, the Lilac Reseller, or Lilac Seller, had sent me a gift pack, got in the mail the other day. One of the things was a lottery ticket that she had got when she was here in Ohio for the reseller rally. And it was a winner. And so rather than drive all the way back to Ohio to cash it in, she sent me the ticket, and it was for a $4 winner. So I bought some, this is Snowbank, could win up to $500, Chris. 500
Oh, wow.
bucks on here. Over $240 million in prizes from $5.10 to $20. So we're going to see if we can make this into something here. And I'm going to try to make it, because they can't see me scratch. I should have got like a second camera, put it down, like had my phone going on StreamYard, put it over here. But okay, so I've got to get a snowman. If I get the snowman, I win the prize that it's shown. But if I get a snowflake symbol, I get all 7 prizes that are on this. So I don't know. So I'm going to try to do this quick and not bore people to death. Chris, entertain the folks. Oh, but then coming up right after this, we're going to play Who's That Santa? Let me see if I can tease this right here. Okay.
Oh, God.
If I do this right here, and then I share my screen, let's see what happens here. Share that screen. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Okay. We are going to play Who's That Santa?
I think we're gonna fail at Who's That Santa.
Coming up. So let me do a couple of scratches here. Oh, I got a bell and a cabin and a what is that? I don't know. It looks like a pile of rocks, but it's earmuffs.
Probably. Oh, coal. I was gonna guess coal.
And I got some ivy or some holly.
You sure it's not mistletoe?
A candle. No, it says holly on it. I got a candle, and I got army tank. Oh wait, no, that's a drum. That's not an army tank. It's a drum. And some candy. So the first ticket, loser. Okay, second one right here. I bet this is gripping fun. Candy. Oh, I got a sleigh. That don't give me nothing. I got some potatoes. Oh no, wait, those are cookies. Those aren't potatoes. I doubt that those aren't Christmas potatoes. A cabin, a bell, some holly, and a drum. No winner on the second one.
Loser.
Okay, let's go here. I got a bell. I got a fire, like a festive Christmas fire. I guess it's probably like a Yule log. I don't know if the chat froze up there or what. Hasn't moved in a minute. I got some holly, or maybe they're just gripping, sitting there waiting to see what I won. Oh wait, I got a snowman. So far. Okay, so that's $1. I got $1 so far on this one.
You're rich.
I got a drum and some cookies and earmuffs. Okay, so
You went from
far
$4 to $1.
That's let's show this here. Let me see if I can do this right here. So if you can see right there, got the snowman right there. So $1 on the snowman. Jill said you need a snowman or a flake. You're a flake, Jill. Okay, last chance here, Meg, Lilac Seller. I got a candle. Oh wait, there's a snowman. That's another $1.
Another $1.
I got a cabin, some holly, an icicle. Oh, that's not a snowflake though. And what's the last one? Oh wait, another snowman.
Another $1.
Another $1. So right there, snowman on the end and snowman second one in. $1, $1. So, oh yeah, next time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these tickets. I'm taking my $3 out of my $4, and I'm gonna buy 3 more tickets. I'm gonna try to get the holiday cash ones next time, I was going to get those, but they only had one. And so I got the Snowbanks. Snowbank, if you're playing the Ohio Lottery scratch-offs, didn't really pay out for me. But who knows? I'm still in the game, Chris. I'm still in the game. And
You only lost $1.
That's right. That's right. Well, actually, I didn't lose anything. I gained.
Oh.
I gained. Well, I gained just because I have a friend in Meg, the lilac seller. And so that was fun. So I'm looking forward to getting 3 more tickets. I don't know what. Maybe I'll do them. Maybe I'll do those next week on 10 versus 10. Wet my whistle. Chris, what do you know about Christmas movies?
Probably not enough.
This is the part of the show that everybody's been waiting for. Shanna, she popped in just in time. Simply Shenanigans. She's ready here to watch Chris. In the chat, I want you to play along as we do Who's That Santa? So, Chris, what's going to happen here? There's going to be a Santa Claus. I'm going to keep score. I don't know if there's a score. We'll see if the chat beats you, Chris, or if you don't know.
The chat's going to beat me.
If you don't know. So what's going to happen, there's going to be a picture. There's going to be a Santa Claus from a movie. Okay. And you get a point if you know the movie. And you get a point if you know the actor.
Oh, gosh.
that plays it.
I ain't going to know the actor. I can guarantee that.
Let's see. Patrick says, I have waited all summer for this. That's right. The Who's That Santa? Hello, Shanna. Shanna had a water emergency. Sorry she was late. Oh, hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully you didn't flood out.
I had that a couple years ago. That was fun. The washing machine flooded the whole downstairs of the house.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah. Thank you, Samsung. Yeah,
my
Samsung.
My folks had that at one time too. That they're in the middle of the night, the hose that goes to the washing machine broke and just sprayed water in the kitchen. My mother came out of the bedroom at the end of the hallway at the other end of the house and walked out, and the carpet was all wet.
Wet, yeah. Not a good
Oh, no.
Luckily, all my downstairs is hardwood, so I don't have to worry about the carpet being wet, but I still had to replace everything.
Oh, okay. So, Patrick Murphy, this is just the opening screen right here, but Patrick Murphy would be correct. Stan Francis.
I did actually know that one.
You knew the voice of...
I did not know the voice. I knew the movie, though.
Yes.
I'm not going to know any of the voices.
Okay, so let's see what Shanna says. I have PTSD from sewer backup a few years ago due to a squirrel.
Squirrel?
Was it a wool squirrel?
Yeah,
or
Kristen?
a shiny squirrel?
Cheryl?
Cheryl the shiny squirrel? There's nothing worse than sewage backup in your house or in your body too. That can cause some issues as well.
So far,
okay, Chris,
two storage units.
You ready? Well, I think there's 10 of these. We'll see. See how we do. It came down the sewer pipe on the roof. Oh, the squirrel did. Got down. Okay. Got down in the
on the roof.
The air vent. Yeah, the air vent. The we call them the stink pipe. It's the air vent that allows for proper flow of the water.
Okay.
Yikes. Shannon, my basement flooded due to the neighbor's willow tree's roots in my sump pump. Yeah, I remember that too, going down into Jill's basement and, water over your shoes and the whole thing. Because the sump pump had quit and everything backed up because the sump pump had quit because the roots got in there and grew around it. And Okay, Chris, here we go. Who's that Santa? Chat, you can play along as well. We'll see who in the chat can get some of these.
I'll just read the chat and give their answer.
Here we go. No, you have to answer right away. You can't cheat. Here we go. Chris, there's an easy one. Who's that Santa?
Jim Carrey, the Grinch.
Jim Carrey, the Grinch.
There's not really a
Genesis,
voice.
you arrived
It's
in
easier to
time.
recognize him because it's not a voice, it's an actual person.
Yes, this is true. So we've got, let's see here. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So that is Jim Carrey, the Grinch. Patrick Murphy said the Grinch. We got, Glenn says Jim Carrey. Patrick Murphy, the Grinch. Mike Myers. It is, and Jim Carrey, and
The only thing I know Mike Myers for is Shrek.
Yes. And his Austin Powers and number of characters. Okay, Chris, I have a question for you. Who's that Santa? Ah, he's stumped. He's looking. Looking it up. You look at him. I can see him over there trying to type that in.
I'm not typing it in. I'm just looking at the chat.
Is Go Snow is here. I'm late, but I made it. How is everyone? We are all good here, Snow. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, so that is okay. We got some people in the chat. Okay, so the goal is to who the Santa is, but most importantly, what movie is it from? Jill is saying Ed Asner. She's correct. Glenn is Ed Asner.
Was he an elf?
Are you giving up, Chris? Okay. He was in Elf. And and Shanna got that. Ed Asner. Asner, no idea what movie. Jill knew the actor, not the movie. And it was it is, let me go over here. I'm trying to figure this all out. It was Ed Asner from Elf. Chris, who's that Santa?
Tim Allen, Santa Claus. I think.
Tim Allen, the Santa Claus.
Or Santa Claus 2 or Santa Claus 3.
Or yeah, one of those. Or the Santa Claus. What's the new one that was like on Prime Video
Disney.
Or something?
It's on Disney. I think it's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, that's right.
They advertise it a lot.
Shanna knew it was Tim Allen. Glenn knew. Jill knew. Tim Allen, Santa Claus movies with him. Yes, it was the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus 1, 2, 3, and the series. So let's see. Yes, Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. Okay, so wait, I forgot to write down your score.
We don't need to keep score.
you got Jim Carrey, and you got that it was from the Grinch. You got you got the Elf movie, but not Ed Asner. You got Tim Allen and the Santa Claus.
I should have just guessed Ed Asner because I was trying to remember who that. I know I was thinking Ed Asner was in one of those movies, whether it was Santa Claus or whatever. I don't remember who the one was from Fred Claus, but the guy in that one as well. I was getting those two confused.
I'm
sure that's going to come up next.
Glenn said they were not nice to work with on the set. What is Chris going to win? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't come with that.
Chris isn't going to win, so he's not going to win anything.
If he wins, I'll give him some prize. So I guess there's 10 of these. So there's a maximum of 20 points. We'll see if you can get at least half of them right, Chris. And then I'll send you a special prize. Lou Grant. Yeah, that was it as. Okay, Chris, who's that Santa?
Is that Billy Bob Thornton from Bad Santa? Or whatever that guy's, I think that was his name.
And we'll see what the chat is saying. It is Billy Bob Thornton from Bad Santa.
I think that might be the extent of the Santas I know.
Okay, so you
Now I'm
got,
trying to think
well,
of what other Christmas movies you're going to throw in here that had a Santa in them.
you got 7 out of 8. Patrick Murphy is right. Billy Bob Thornton. Shanna is right. Billy Bob Thornton. Bad Santa. Jill congratulating you. And Billy, says Glenn. That is right. That's a fun movie. That's like for me, it was, I don't know, half a dozen years ago or so. My brother, I was wrapping Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. And he said, hey, if you've never seen Bad Santa, that's coming on TV. And it was on one of the channels that they don't, what's that called? They don't bleep out stuff, or they don't
Censor.
edit it, or what? It's censored. There you go. That's the word. And he and so I got no Christmas presents wrapped. And that was like the movie was coming on at like midnight. And so from midnight to 2 in the morning, I didn't do anything. I still had a whole bunch of Christmas presents to wrap.
No, they did a second version of that, didn't they? They did a second movie?
Yeah, Bad Santa 2. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. I thought they were really going to ruin it. It wasn't nearly the good as the first one, but it was all right.
Yeah.
Chris, who's that Santa? Here, I'll make it bigger.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not going to help.
Okay, we will then go to the chat.
I'm just going to guess Fred Claus. I'm just going to guess that until it's right.
Does anyone know this Santa right here? Oh, the chat is dry. The chat does not know who that Santa is.
Did Ken know before you looked it up?
Joseph, I did know. Oh wait, we have a winner here.
Oh.
Tom Hanks. Jill said, is that Tim and Patrick Murphy, Polar Express. Shanna, Polar Express.
Not a fan of that movie.
Adam Baldy Pow. It's creepy. It's a creepy movie. Tom Hanks in Polar Express. Adam Baldy Pow picking. Welcome, Adam. Good to see you here, my friend. Patrick Murphy, Polar Express. We got some good guesses, and it is Tom Hanks from the Polar Express. And actually, I didn't know that he had done the voice. And they actually, in that movie, which it is creepy, that whole animation type that they did there was creepy. But I had put down, he actually played 6 different characters in that movie. He was the train conductor. He played Santa. He played the hero boy, the hero boy's dad, the Ebenezer Scrooge puppet, and the ghost on the train, as well as he was the narrator. So I guess kind of 7 roles. I wonder if he got paid 7 times for that.
That makes it cheaper for them if he didn't.
And originally he just all he wanted to be was the train conductor. That's the only voice he wanted to do. But and yeah, he was the voice. Adam, he was the conductor. Yeah, he did the conductor, the kid, the weird guy on the train, and Santa. Yes. Baldy Pow, Adam, that must be a big favorite of his.
He must like that movie.
I seem to watch it every year, but it just always creeps me out for some reason. I don't know. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Here's something I've been wanting to ask you for a long time. Who's that Santa?
Oh, what's that? It's that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but I don't remember his name.
Let's see what the chat knows. See if the chat knows this one. This is fairly new. It's a fairly new, maybe in the last couple or 3 years, and I think it was like a more of a Netflix thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's coming in here, and
wasn't he in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Like he was the dad. Yeah.
Kurt Russell. Mike gets that. Go Snow. Kurt Russell, Jill says. That is Kurt. And Len says Patrick Swayze from Big China. Russell. And Glenn says Gal. Oh, Goldie Hawn's. Yeah, Goldie Hawn's husband. That's correct. That is Goldie Hawn. I don't know the movie. And Shanna was the first one to get the movie. It is Kurt Russell from the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2.
Never even heard of that movie.
Patrick's. And oops, on there, Glenn said, or Len says. Okay. So that was Kurt Russell from the Christmas Chronicles. I have yet to see that, but I hear very good things about it. FYI, they're not married, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I did not know that. Yeah, it's on Netflix. And there is Keith, the Vintage Sports Flips. What's up, guys? Late to the party. Keith, you are late to the party. But so we did our Ken versus 10 there earlier. Chris bested me this week 7-5. So he won the whole prize package, including the macaroni and cheese. The Mr. Bill. He's taken home the coveted Ken versus 10 winner golden trophy, some sticker packs. So he beat me this week 7-10. But now we're playing a game, and we're playing. Chris, who's that, Santa?
That's definitely from Fred Claus, but I don't know his name.
So you got Fred Claus there. That is the correct movie.
Paul Giamatti,
Shanna,
is that who it was? Was it Paul
I'll take
Giamatti?
you on.
That's my guess.
That is your guess? And so we've got Snow here saying that it's Paul Giamatti. We got Shannon with Paul Giamatti.
For some reason that popped into my head. And I'm looking at storage units. I'm looking at storage units. I'm not cheating.
Oh, that's right. You had like 4 or 5 or 6 storage units going off here.
Yeah, I've got an offer for a
Vince Vaughn was a Santa Claus and Fred Claus and what's up, Snow? So that was, in fact, Paul Giamatti from Fred Claus. So you got 2 points on that one. You're closing in. You're closing in on halfway, Chris. You're not doing too bad.
I'm not sure what else I'm going to get because I'm not sure. Fred Claus is the last one I had a shot at.
Vince Vaughn is the brother in the movie. Yes. Yep. Well, yeah, there's a couple at the end here. They get a little bit harder. There's a couple at the end that you're probably not going to get the actor on, but you might get the movie. Depends on how close you are. But Chris, I'll ask you this. Who's that, Santa?
Good question.
Oh, so we're going to the chat here. We're going to the chat. Put that up a little bit bigger. Who's that, Santa? What movie is that from? You can get a point either way.
I feel like I've seen him before, but I have no idea what movie it would be. I'm trying to even think of another Christmas movie.
Jill said that's the actual Santa. Ooh, and coming in strong. Shanna knows her Christmas. That is Richard Attenborough from
Old
Miracle on 34th Street. Shanna's got 2 points right there. The 94 edition.
Never gonna get
Mike
that one.
got it. Miracle on 34th. Yes, the Jurassic Park owner. That would have been acceptable for the challenge. Yeah, good, Shanna. I should get you on here and pit your knowledge against mine. Christmas movies, Christmas TV specials, Christmas carols, Christmas songs. Hey, we've got I know this is Ken versus 10, but the holiday live tour of the Reseller Clickbait podcast is coming up next week, and we're going to play some games, some Christmas trivia games. I might have some musical trivia, might have some more TV trivia or movie trivia.
Is that a week from today?
It is right now. That's tentatively that is the schedule.
Okay.
But I will ask you, John Hammond. Chris, I'll ask you this though. Who's that Santa? It's a tougher one. This is a tougher one.
Oh, that's from Home Alone. I have no idea what the actor's name is, but it's the guy from Home Alone that he's smoking the. Kevin comes up to him. I just saw the movie like yesterday or something. He's smoking.
Okay.
As he's coming up to him, and he gives him Tic Tacs instead of candy canes.
Yes.
I think that's
Home Alone. Go Snow got that. Jill said Harold Ramis. It does kind of look like Harold Ramis, but it is not. Ken Campbell. Okay, let's look here. It is Ken Hudson Campbell. We had a correct guess on that. Shanna is on top of it. Eddie Murphy, says Glenn. In his make, he does lots of roles. LOL. Ken Hudson Campbell was the Santa in Home Alone. Just a very small part. He was only there, maybe 2 minutes in a scene?
Not very long.
Okay,
His car broke
Chris.
down on him.
I think we have one more, and we have there might be a bonus, but I think we have one more. And right now, you have 10 correct. So you can win this game by 20 possible points, getting halfway. So I will ask you, Chris, who's that Santa? Who's that Santa?
I got no clue on that one.
No clue on that. Let's see if the chat knows who that is. John B., let's see if the chat knows who's that Santa? I'm asking that question of you today.
Lots of different answers so far.
John Candy. Dan Aykroyd. And here's our first correct movie guess. It is the Santa from A Christmas Story. And the actor's name was, in fact, Jeff Gillen. Jeff Gillen. Right there. Man, Shanna is on fire. Christmas is like a Yule log. Shanna is burning the proverbial Yule log on fire here with this challenge. Boom.
Make sure to beat you.
4 trees. She gives it four trees. Glenn, have a good day. Thank you for stopping. Yes. Shanna is, I can't see what that graphic is. Shanna's a army tank or a sleigh or something like that. I don't know.
It says 100%.
Oh, 100%. Okay.
100%.
I don't know. Shanna might be an army tank. I don't know. I've never. I read about a lot of Christmas. Yeah, that is The Christmas Story is a cool. It's a good movie. It's a classic. It's on every year 100 times. And the Christmas Story house where they filmed that is up in Cleveland area, and so you can go visit the house, and they have kind of like stuff from all the scenes. It's exactly how it was. Like the store, the general store that they went into is right up there. And Jill had actually ran a 5K. They had the Christmas Story 5K a number of years ago. Well, it was 2014 when she did it. And she still had the medal, the medallion that you got, on the lanyard and stuff. And she gave that to me here a couple weeks ago, and I listed it and sold it for around $40.
Not bad.
Shanna is currently reading about history of department stores and window displays. Shanna, if you were around my area there, I don't know where you're from, Shanna. Christmas window displays. I don't know where Shanna's from. But we're going next week. There's a place up a little bit north from us called Castle Noel, and it is a Christmas themed place where they have movie props and movie sets, and they have some of the big Christmas window displays that have been in like Saks Fifth Avenue in New York and stuff. They bought all their old displays and they're there. They have costumes. At the end of the thing, there's like this big room with all this stuff, and you get to go up the stairs and slide down the slide that Ralphie slid down on in Christmas Story. When you start the tour, when you go out the door, the very first thing you see is the actual RV from Christmas Vacation when Cousin Eddie, his RV there. It's very, very cool. Shanna is from Kansas. Well, Shanna, come to Ohio next week on Friday. We're all going to Castle Noel, and you can go along with us. I'll buy your ticket. Oh, I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you for sharing. Yes, it's cool. Chris, you're even. 10 out of 20. Here's a bonus for you.
I don't need a bonus.
Chris, who's that Santa?
Oh. I guess that's Mr. Bill.
That is, in fact, the seasonal Santa, currently appearing on Ken vs. 10 and the Reseller Clickbait podcast. But look at, oh, wait. I wanted to go back here. I wanted to look at that cute elf. Look at that cute elf that I have with me. Jill, this was last year when I had done a Santa gig for one of the local service clubs. And we went over and visited a friend's house afterwards and took a picture in front of their tree. And Jill always goes, and she's my Mrs. Claus, my elf. Yes, it is the seasonal Santa. Yes. Very fun. And Jill is always like I said, my elf, my Mrs. Claus. Ho, ho, ho. Have a Merry Christmas. Chris, I'll give you 2 points on that because you did get the bonus. You got both the, and you're on the show right now. So let me remove that right there. So that was fun. What did you think? What did you think in the chat? Is that a pretty good game that I should keep up with? Maybe do some different Santas, different characters. Let me know what you think about that. World's tallest elf, Jill says. I enjoyed. What did you think of the game, Chris?
I thought it was fun. I knew I wouldn't know probably half of them, so.
Well, you did. You did know exactly half. Well,
yeah, I've rarely watched those old movies like Miracle on 34th Street and Christmas Story, so I don't really know the Santas from those at all. So I knew I would. I knew I wasn't going to get either one of those.
What is, if I put you on the spot right now and you had to say, what is your favorite Christmas movie? What is it?
Well, first off, I'm going to say it publicly. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
There you go.
I'll say that there right now. If Corey's still in here, if Corey's in here to debate it, he can, but it's not a Christmas movie. Home Alone is the best Christmas movie ever. Nothing will ever beat Home Alone.
Very fun. It's, and that's one of those ones that, like, they'll play a lot, like, in the middle of summer. You can catch it, like, either when it's Christmas in July or something like that. You'll see people, they'll play that one. They play Fred Claus a lot.
Four Christmases is also with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Four Christmases?
Where they
is
go
that
to
what
the
you said with Vince Vaughn? Yeah. That's a pretty good one. I've seen that a few times. It's usually not on my watch list. I really like. Have you ever seen Surviving Christmas? It's Ben Affleck, Christina Applegate, James Gandolfini, and the mother. Who played the mother in Home Alone?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara, is in it. Very good movie. And my mother said, Jill is such a cutie, sweet elf. Yes, is that... Yes. Oh, wait. Shanna is debating. She said yes, it is, and Gremlins is too.
Can I
That
ban her?
they are saying Gremlins and Die Hard are Christmas movies.
Can I put her in timeout?
Oh, yeah, you can. Just put.
I got the power.
You're gonna put.
Your mom doesn't have the power. You don't even give your mom a wrench.
Oh yeah, I should do that. My dear sweet mother doesn't even have. Well, she watches like on her pad and on the TV. They're watching on the TV over there next door. That's my doodle. That's what my mom says. That's from Surviving Christmas. That's just a fun movie with Ben Affleck and all those folks I mentioned. And I am very lucky and blessed with Jill being such a sweet cutie elf. Home Alone, all-time favorite. Another one, newer one, Netflix is Holiday. I've not seen Holiday, but I will check that out.
Have you ever heard of one called Noel?
I have, with Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, I haven't seen it. I watched it. Or no, wait. How could I have not seen it and watched it? I have not seen it,
there, right?
but I saw it. On when I was doing my Santa research to get pictures and stuff. I should have put that one up, Noel.
I would have known that one.
And so, yeah, we got to debate this a little bit. Gremlins and Die Hard are great movies, both of them, classics. I watch them whenever they're on. They are movies that are set at Christmas time. They are not Christmas movies.
In that respect, you have to say Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie because it happens at Christmas. I think it does, at least.
Exactly.
But it's not a Christmas movie.
Exactly.
It's like Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
I love Snowflake the Deer. Yes, Noel on Disney. Love that one too. I need to watch that. I need to branch out. I watch the same Christmas movies. Well, I'm always watching the Hallmark Christmas movies, but when I get to the mainstream Christmas movies, I need to
Every Hallmark movie is the same. It's a small town.
Yeah,
she's coming back home. She finds the guy who's the Christmas tree guy. He's running out of trees. She gives her money, whatever. It's the same thing every time.
And the one thing, when they always break up with their old boyfriend or whatever to get with the old boyfriend he just understands. I just want you to be happy. It's like, really? Okay, so Jill says Die Hard is not an actual movie made for Christmas, but just filmed at Christmas time. Okay, so Mike is on the Shanna train. They are both Christmas movies. So this is the debate that can rage forever. Jill has never seen Gremlins. Jill, how do we even... Why are we... Wait a minute.
Never seen it.
You've not seen Gremlins, and Jill has... How are Jill and I still dating? And Chris, how are you and I still friends?
Seems like a fail on your part for making her watch it.
Oh, yes. Jingle All the Way is my favorite. I got a story about that. I got a story about everything. Shanna, she actually found a stuffed gizmo from the movie when it came out at the thrift store. Jill says, always pick flannel over shirt and tie. There you go. So, there's Shanna and Mike are taking on Chris and Ken. Okay, Jingle All the Way. So, every year, we haven't done it for a while. We do this thing called Festive Theater. Okay, and we say theater because when my nephew was young and he couldn't say theater, he's like, oh, okay, and this movie's coming out at the theater and I want to go see it. And so I started a thing called Festive Theater, and it was 2 days of Christmas movies all day long. Everybody would come over to my house. We would start out with breakfast and a movie. And then a little bit later in the day, we would have different... I'm a popcorn connoisseur. For those of you that didn't know, I have all different kinds of popcorns depending on what kind of mood I'm in. And I'm not talking flavored. I'm talking the actual kernel itself, whether it's a yellow kernel, a white kernel, a Hollis, if it's a purple or a black pearl, a blue, something like that. There's all different kinds of kernels, and they pop different, they taste different, they have different textures to them. And then you slather them up with butter and stuff. Well, anyway, so we would do this, and then we'd have dinner and a movie. But I would also do one of the movies, I would do a trivia on the movie. And so we would watch it, and then afterwards you'd have a test, like a trivia test that you would take, and we'd see who watched the movie. And it might be something like, what was the license plate number of a car that was prominent in the movie? Not something so obscure, but anyway, let me catch up here. Prancer is my favorite, was my favorite as a kid. I've not seen Prancer. It looked like a good movie. White Xmas, Holiday Inn, Christmas Vacation. Yes. Christmas Vacation is always a classic. That's so quotable. There's so many lines from quotable. Anyway, so, and then I would give a prize for who won the festive theater. So this one year, going back to Mike's comment that he, where's it at? That Jingle All the Way was one of his favorites. There we go. That we did the movie Jingle All the Way, and we did the trivia contest about that movie. Well, earlier in the year, Sinbad, who plays the mailman in that movie, who's going against Arnold for Turbo Man. I'm Turbo Man. Sinbad was playing was doing his comedy stand-up routine at a theater in Gillstown. And we had some connections and stuff like that. Well, I got an opportunity to go backstage after the show, and I took my DVD copy of Jingle All the Way, and I had him sign it. And so that was the prize. I put it in a frame. I put it with the tickets. I had the thing in there and the DVD. It was really, really cool. My sister won and that year, but it was just really cool. So it's a signed copy. And each year I keep thinking I want to go back because the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, the bodybuilding classic, is in Columbus, Ohio, which is about an hour from me every year. And I always want to go down and take that and see if I can't get Arnold to sign it as well. So I'd have both Sinbad and Arnold.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that. I haven't done that yet.
Did you ever watch the second movie they did about that?
There was a second Jingle All the Way?
With Larry the Cable Guy?
Oh, yeah. They always got to ruin everything. Oh, here you go. Very Merry Mix-Up. That's one of the Hallmark movies.
Oh, gosh.
One of the Hallmark movies, one of my favorites. Alicia Witt is one of my favorite actresses on there. Yeah, it was, Mike. It was cool to, number one, Sinbad is just hilarious anyway in his comedy stand-up. But to get his autograph on that and be able to give it away as, in a nice frame as a prize. And if I can someday get Arnold's signature on there, that'd be cool too. All right, Chris, we've been going here for a while. I appreciate your challenge. You were a formidable foe, and we have decided now we broke the tie from the first one. We know who the better picker. You got to be a good picker to sell those good items within a week's time. And you sold 7 of 10. I mean, that's always great to sell that many items from, within a week's time of listing. You've picked good stuff. I'm happy with my 5 sales that I got. There was some good profit in all of those. And so I'll be getting your prize package out to you here soon. And your bonus, a little bit of bonus, maybe I'll throw in there for the trivia. Everybody in the chat, thank you for participating. Thank you for hanging out. Everybody be safe out there when you're out at this time of year. Shanna, hopefully you got your squirrel problem and your plumbing issue taken care of there. And thanks for participating in the game. Everybody in the chat, Chris, it was good. I think it was good that you knew some of them, but didn't know all of them right away. So that worked out well. I think I'm gonna do that a little bit more. I might have a game. Maybe what I'll do. Oh, maybe that's what I should do. The next time I do, I might hit Shanna up. Maybe I'll make up a game and take her on the next 10 versus 10. Just bring her on because I'm gonna do like a Christmassy sort of show. I just pop her in here.
If you're making up the questions, you're gonna know the answers, so it's kind of cheating.
Well, yeah, I can't really take her on, but we'll see what happens here coming up. But Chris, anything you want? Did you win any of those storage auctions that you were bidding on?
I won 3 of them.
You won 3 of. Oh, so tell real quick. The last one on last week's show, Chris bought a 5x10 storage unit for $10, right?
Yeah, it was full of political signs, basically.
Okay, but what else was in there?
About 15 of these Visa gift cards for getting the COVID shot that they never gave out.
They never gave them out, and they're $25 cards?
Yeah, so it's $375 total for $10 spent.
$375 just in Visa cards. And the thing about those, you don't have to list them. You don't have to photograph them. You don't have to clean them or test them. You just get to spend them.
Mm-hmm. And by the end of February is when they have to be spent by.
You could spend those to buy more of those auction units or more of those storage units that you got.
I could, yeah, but that would be. They wouldn't want me to bring these because they'd have to process them separately, so that'd take them forever. But yeah, I could do that, but they wouldn't appreciate it at the storage units.
And I told Chris, that would be, nice. It's nice. $375 go a long way towards buying some Christmas gifts. And so everybody, send your list to Cajun, the Grinch Reseller. Hit him up on Instagram. Let him know what you want. He's just handing out
handing out gift cards.
Yeah, or I think you should go shop and buy people something nice though with them. No, that's very cool. And hopefully your new units that you just bought, 4 more or 3 more during the show will work out for you. And what else, Chris? Anything that you got? I'll give you a last word here.
Merry Christmas.
I can't top that. I can't top that. You heard that. Merry Christmas from Chris. Everybody have a great afternoon. Be safe, and we'll see you soon here on 10 versus 10.